Hello, Virgo. This is your spiritual bestie, Ciara. I want to start by saying welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not. This reading is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So, general reading, take what resonates, leaves the rest behind for me. If it don't resonate, try your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Okay? All right. So, I'm doing things a little bit differently on today. I was kind of meditating and talking to myself and being like, what do we need to figure out before the new year, right? The new year is fast, like approaching very fast, like it's running up on us. And I was like, what do we need to do? What do we need to hear? And one thing that I like to think about is what do we need to release, right? What do we need to let go of when we hit the new year? What needs to be let go of? What do we need to focus on before the new year hits? It's so easy sometimes to get stuck on the sorry, Virgo, I got distracted. Okay, so it's easy to get stuck on the things that work, the things that don't work, right? But one thing I've learned, at least for me, is it's always best to release things before you enter a new year. Because we want to start the new year off right? We want to start it off with the right energy, the right attitude, the right frequency. So I'm doing things a little different, as you can see. And what we're going to do at the very end, we're going to actually get to release this together. All right, let's keep going. All right, so for Virgo, what do we need to release before we enter this new year? Also, I love candles. I actually used to make candles. I actually had a business where I was making candles from scratch. This isn't made by me, but I'm thinking of making them again. Not to sell or anything, just for me. But I was thinking about making candles like a specific type of candle for when I do readings. So I don't know, just something to share. But anyway, for Virgo, what do they need to release? What do they need to know at this time? For Virgo, for the new year. All right. I don't think I've ever done that one. It says Takan. It says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Ooh, Virgo, I don't think I've ever pulled this one before. The original light workers. I feel like you're starting to realize you are an original, right? And you are actually leaning more towards who you really are. I'm getting this energy of you really tapping into your true power, your true essence, who you really are on the inside. I'm gonna pull from my Animal Oracle deck. This was from my Work Your Light Oracle deck, by the way. And so it's just interesting that you got longing for home, belonging. And you know what? It makes me wonder if I'm getting two things, but we're going to have to, obviously when we do tarot, we'll go more into depth on it, Virgo. But part of me was like, maybe there's a need for you to release needing to be with someone and just be okay with yourself and accept yourself. But then there's a part of me that feels like maybe the whole thing is like, you're about, because like on the bottom of the deck for this was soul family. You're longing for your home, your tribe, and soul family is literally right underneath the deck. And it feels like maybe that's what's going to shift for you, but maybe there's a need to release something before you accept it. Let's keep going. For Virgo, please, for this message of what they need to release, any information, spirit, that they need. Interesting. You got the shark. It says trust your instincts to discern the truth of a situation. Yes, your instincts are very sharp at this time, Virgo. They're very clear at this time. And it feels like they're saying to make sure you're just tapping into yourself, your intuition. You are strong enough to know what works, what doesn't work. I'm hearing trust your intuition and trust yourself. You might be getting downloads or information that might scare you, shock you, or like something you may perceive might kind of throw you for a loop. Don't be afraid of it. Don't walk away from it. I'm also getting like, I don't know if it's because of the shark and then this water over here. Some of you could be going to like a sea, an ocean, large bodies of water, where sharks reside, I guess. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting like vacation, water, sharks. Some of you could be going to an aquarium, visiting an aquarium, flying over a big body of water. Some of you may just really love sharks. I would say maybe look into what it means spiritually for sharks. I think that's going to be beneficial for you, Virgo. Okay, we're going to get into your messages now. All right, what does Virgo need to release at this time, Spirit? What does Virgo need to release before the new year? What do they need to release? I'm getting so many downloads. Bottom of the deck, though, you do got the Magician. I really like that, actually. Love the Magician. But before I look at my cards, actually, no, let's just look at them. Okay, so you got the Knight of Cups. Five of Swords came out first. I'm going to put that there. And then you got the Tower. Interesting. You know, Virgo, the Tower has been all up in your business for the last few readings. So something is about to really rock your world and shift. We're going to find out what. But, okay, perfect. Just making sure everything is in view. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Yep. Cool. All right. So what I was going to say was I got that Five of Swords and I immediately heard Spirit talking to me. And the thing I heard in my head was I heard, dang, I should have said it when I was thinking it, when I got it. But I got the Five of Swords and that's what I heard. I heard don't play the blame game, Virgo. And there's a little bit of this energy of like, you might be looking back over your past, over your situation, people who hurt you, and you may have your guard up or a chip on your shoulder. And they're saying that you need to release that. That's what I heard. So however it resonates, Virgo, however, if it resonates or not, that's what I'm hearing. Also, full disclaimer, I'm eating blueberry yogurt. For some reason, I'm getting a lot of blueberries. Okay, anyway, let's clarify these messages of what we need to release regarding. Okay, perfect. Just trying to make sure it's still recording good. Okay. Why the Five of Swords for Virgo? For what they need to release. Why the Five of Swords? Okay. One more, please. If possible. Okay. Cool. Bottom deck, you got Death, which is all about transformations. Ooh, look at that. You got the Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords. Ace of Wands is absolutely stunning by itself. I'm probably going to put that in the front because I love that. So it feels like out with the old, in with the new. I feel like you're in an energy of reflection, right, with the Five of Swords. But I feel like they're saying don't stay in that energy. Like you can reflect, you can pray, you can release and let it go. Because there's something new coming in with the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is literally out with the old, in with the new energy. It's new people, new projects, new energy. Can be even new opportunities, new beginnings. Can even be new romance. Just something that's going to spark a deep desire and an excitement within you to do something new, to travel towards something new. However that resonates for you. But I feel like they're saying with that Five of Swords, because fives in the tarot is about conflict. So there might be a conflict mentally or even verbally. There might be a conflict of some sort. But they're saying that you are strong enough to handle it with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords knows her worth, knows what she wants. She sees things clearly. She cut the BS and she moves on. And with the Death card here, it feels like there's some endings and beginnings taking place. Especially because Aldio and the Ace of Wands. It feels like there's a need for you to review conflict, reflect on it, and heal and let it go. There's something new here that's coming in, and they're saying don't sprinkle what happened in the past over this new thing. Virgo, don't sprinkle what happened in the past over this new thing. Don't let what happened in the past stop you or stump you from moving forward towards something beautiful and new. Because this is something you manifested with the Magician. This is definitely something you've manifested, you've wanted, that you've made very clear to Spirit that you've been wanting. And when it comes, they said that you need to let all that old S go because what's coming in, they don't deserve that. And also, you don't need to hold on to that. Don't hold on to it. Anyway. All right, Knight of Cups. Now, Knight of Cups is a romantic energy, okay? The Knight of Cups is your knight in shining armor. He's the dreamer. He comes in with his heart on his sleeve. You know what I'm saying? It can be a numerous amount of things. We're going to clarify, but like sometimes it can be even like a message of concern, a message of reconciliation, right? But it also can be a message of interest, of somebody wanting to spark something with you, or romance you and charm you. But we're going to see what kind of action is coming towards you with this. Why the Knight of Cups for what we need to release? What is this Knight of Cups? What is it? Okay. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, you do got the Seven of Swords here, which is about betrayal. Okay, so you got Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Three of Pentacles is teamwork, make the dream work, right? It's all about teamwork, collaboration, implementing new things, building something from a foundation. Two of Wands is expanding, starting something new, and planning and discovering something new. And with that Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, kind of makes me a little nervous just because that can be a card of betrayal. It can also be a card of being strategic, keeping things close to your chest. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm getting a couple of things, Virgo. I feel like for some of you, this could be someone who's coming back around who may have betrayed you, hurt you. And I feel like they're coming back around to ask for a new chance, a new opportunity with that Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. But I'm not getting, excuse me, Virgo. For some of you, if you feel inclined, do what's best for you. But I'm not getting you getting back with them. I'm getting that there's like a conversation of reconciliation. Like someone who's going to come up and be like, I'm admitting my faults. I'm admitting what I've done wrong. I want to take responsibility for it kind of energy. Because with the Two of Wands, this feels like by yourself, like exploring something new by yourself. It's like accepting that this happened, but then moving towards something new. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I don't see it being like something that, like you getting back together with the old ex. If you do, that's your business. But I don't know, Virgo. I'm getting settlement energy. Like someone coming in with an honest offer, an honest situation, right? Being honest about how they showed up or how they did something. And they're hoping to settle a dispute or issue or argument. And it could even lead to court. Right, for some of you, this could be a settlement with court, a settlement of some type. I'm getting a lot of like judicial energy for some reason. But for some of you, this could even be just like something getting settled between you and one person, or like someone acting as like a party to delegate the situation, or be part of the situation to delegate. I'm not quite sure, but there is an honest conversation, a forgiveness, a reconciliation due to a betrayal that took place regarding, I'm honestly thinking regarding money, regarding energy. I'm hearing you weren't, sorry, this is what was on the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing you weren't, living up to your expectations, and not living up to your expectations. It just feels like someone is realizing that either you or someone else is realizing that they did you kind of dirty. They may have stolen money from you, hid money from you. Something could have happened in the background that they didn't want to give you the information about. You could have even had someone who just was asking for money a lot, borrowing money a lot, and they're just like never paying you back. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. But it feels like someone wants to come towards you and be honest and be like, this is what was happening. This is what was going on. I've decided to be honest. I would love to do a reconciliation. I would like to do a settlement. This is what I can pay you right now. Like, I want to make things right. That's what I'm hearing. And not necessarily like pay you. I mean, I do think that there's money involved, but it feels like the energy is more like I just want to make things right. I did things wrong. I want to make it right. Okay, Virgo. Last message here. We got the Tower. Oh, love a good Tower. Tower is an abrupt ending, abrupt shift. Your foundation completely being wiped clean to something new. In the Tower, and I'm sure if you've watched me before, you already know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it again. for the people in the back and the new people. The Tower is literally the card of you getting knocked out of a false sense of reality, right? These people are in this tower. There's no door. They barely got windows at the top. And they were living in a false sense of reality. And now they're being knocked out of that tower back into a real reality where they have to take into account of what's really happening in reality. I'm hearing avoidance, Virgo. And I don't know if you've been avoiding something or someone else been avoiding something. I'm also hearing maybe some of you have been trying to avoid a tower moment. Baby, you can't avoid this tower. Or you've been trying to avoid dealing with a tower moment. Let's see. Why the Tower for what needs to be released for Virgo? Uh-oh. Why the Tower for what needs to be released for Virgo? Can I have one more, please? Okay. Thank you. 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Overworked, overburdened, exhausted energy. Look at that. 3 of Swords, the Strength card. Yeah. Excuse me. So there was this energy of pain and heartbreak. Pain and heartbreak. And that's why I'm saying some of you are avoiding a tower. Some of you know something and you've been trying to avoid it. You've been trying to be, I'm hearing you've been trying to be like, how do I put this? You've been trying to just put a Band-Aid over it. You've been trying to just put a Band-Aid over it, make it simple. You don't want to have to dig deep into it. But this tower is going to happen whether you like it or not. And it's happening for a reason. And if you've been avoiding it, it's going to happen whether you like it or not. I hate to say it, but that's what it is. But the thing is, if you've experienced this tower already, depending on, like I said, however it resonates for you, you've had to already go through a heartbreaking experience. But the thing is, they're saying you have to release that. The pain, the anxiety, the fears, and be strong. And I'm hearing like, put love into the situation. So like I said, for some of you, this could be a reconciliation or a conversation that's going to be happening. And I'm not saying you have to get back with this person or anything like that. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. I did it because I wanted to see 1, 2, 3. Anyway, so I'm not saying you have to get back with someone or reconcile with someone. I do think that if anything, reconcile within yourself, right? That's what I'm getting, that there's this deep need to reconcile with yourself and address something and release it and let it go. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, someone could be coming towards you, or you could be going towards someone and deciding, I just need to clear the air and I need to move on. Because once you enter into 2026, you want to release and you want to let go. Because you want to enter that new era, this energy, you want to enter it in the energy of, I've let everything in the past go and I'm ready. I'm open. I don't know why I'm hearing, I am ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? Anyway, I'm not a great, I also am experiencing some issues with my allergies. So part of my voice is not the best singing I can do, and I'm not the greatest of singers, but I'm getting, I am ready for love. I am open for love. And I'm not saying it has to be a romantic love. It can be platonic. Woof, words. But it feels very much like you're open to allowing yourself to experience connections again. But they're saying make sure you clean out your closet. All the baggage, the stress, the pain, everything you've been through, acknowledge it, reflect on it, let it go, release it, and be ready for the new. Okay? So, Virgo, I hope that you know that everything that you're going through, everything you've been through, made you stronger, wiser at this time. So together, we're going to release all of the pain, the fears, the anxieties, the stress, the things that maybe kept you up at night. We're going to release it. And we're going to let it go. So that way, when we enter 2026, we're entering it with fresh new eyes and fresh new energy. All right, my loves. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. But other than that, I'll see you in my next reading. Take care. Bye-bye.